What is hatching, Toga peeps? OldManTup coming at you today with our Week 2 team builder for the UAPB Season 1. And we're playing Willie, and his team is comprised of Lander Assyrian, Melodic, Porygon 2, Hoopa Confined, Manectric, Cradilly, Houndoom, and that is his Mega Pokemon, Ninetales, Regular Form, Hitmonchan, Kecleon, and Ariados. So he has an interesting mix-up on his team, not a lot of speed. Mega Houndoom and Ninetales being the speed threats on his team, Manectric also. So we don't really have a lot of issues with speed on his team. He does have Ariados, so he does have access to sticky webs. So that is something we need to be mindful of when moving forward with the team. So this week we will be bringing Mega Altaria for the first time. And we have Dragon Dance set, Return, Roost, Heal Bell, with that Normalize, getting the Fairy Spam return. Does really good against his team. Steel type's pretty much non-existent, actually non-existent, so he doesn't have a good resist. His Fire type is also Dark type, so outside of Protean Kecleon, he doesn't really have a resist for a Normalize return, so that's excellent. Setup, we have 20 invested in attack, 216 in defense, 88 in special defense, and 184 in speed. Impish nature. The reason we have this set, we are able to switch in on a lot of his team. The defense we have avoids us being two-shot from a Jolly Earthquake on Lander Assyrian. The special defense also guarantees we're not two-shot by super effective hidden power from Life Orb Ninetales. And the speed guarantees us to outspeed Mega Doom after one Dragon Dance. The rest we put in attack. We're also not two-shot by Porygon 2's Ice Beam, which is important to know. Thank you. Big shout out to my front office this week. They really broke down the team and gave me good options. And the analysis you are reading are brought to you by Bill Standish and Trogdor. Bill Standish had a big hand in making the team this week, so big shout out to Bill for the support. Next, we are going to be looking at Jirachi, Little Shoddy, and we're bringing a leftover set this week. Substitute Toxic, Psychic, and Flash Cannon hits his team really hard outside of Mega Houndoom. If I'm not mistaken, Mega Houndoom is his only Psychic resist. Let's take another quick look. Hoopa Confined. Yeah, pretty much it. So that's good. Breakdown of the set, we have 248 in hit points, 40 in defense, 16 in special attack, 20 in special defense, 184 in speed. Timid nature. Jirachi does a lot this game. Hit points and special defense means an uninvested Melodic will never break our sub with a Scald. This also goes for the combo of Bolt Beam and Tri-Attack from Porygon 2. The defense allows us to take one Jolly Earthquake from a Lando at full. And the speed gives us the option to outspeed Lando if he isn't scarfed 100% of the time. Essentially, this thing just sets up, drops Toxics on things we don't hit hard enough, and then we attack. This set is going to be really good this week, I feel. Again, big shout out to the front office team for putting this set together and figuring out all the essential calcs. But this thing, again, Lil Shoddy looking to put in the work and just win a match. Bring back Billy Idol. Our Roserade, Black Sludge this week, Natural Cure. Yes, Natural Cure, not Technician, because we're not running anything that's going to benefit from that. We have Spikes, Energy Ball, Shadow Ball, and Sludge Bomb. He doesn't have the greatest hazard removal. Note, we are not bringing hazard removal ourselves this week, as we aren't terribly weak to it. Like I said, the only thing that's really going to hinder us hugely is the sticky webs, but we can play around that. Like I said, the speed gap on the teams is fairly substantial. But we have Roserade, who can also suck up the toxic spikes if he so decides to bring it on Ariados. Spikes, Energy Ball, Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb. Again, this just does a ton of damage across his team. Spikes, mainly just to whittle things down, put him in range of some of our other attackers. And like I said, his hazard removal is next to nothing. He has Hitmonchan. Outside of that, nothing that I really expect him to bring. With the speed we have, we outspeed max speed Timid Hoopa. Special defense allows us to take 2 ice beams from Melodic after Black Sludge recovery. And the rest is in special attack just to lay the boom down on the rest of his team. So that's excellent. Next, we're going to be bringing Blueberry back, the Suicune. We have Rest, Scald, Protect, and Toxic. Now I know what you're saying. Why are we running Protect when we have Rest? It gives us that free turn of Rest Burn if we so need it. We don't really need any more attacks on this team outside of Scald, because nothing we're going to add on there is going to give us any more damage against Melodic, which is probably what we're going to be seeing this thing 1v1. We have Rest, so we win the Toxic Wars, so I'm not as worried about that. Like I said, the Protect gives us that little bit extra back, and we aren't going to want to be attacking in the off chance he's running the Mirror Coat set. So Protect was just the utility move to throw on there this week. Now, I'm going to guess he's going to have to know we are bringing this 100% of the time, because this is my only switch in to a fully offensive, physically offensive Landorus Therian. Nothing else on the team really wants to switch in and take a combination of Earthquake and Stone Edge. So that's why we have this set. 280 or 248 in hit points, 184 in defense, 76 in special defense. We are Bold Nature. Like I said, it's really the only Lando check we have. Protect is great for leftover gain. Also scouting out Z-move users, who I believe is Landorus on this team. I don't think I covered that when I went over the team. Yes, it is Landorus Therian. So that is going to give us a little bit of extra scouting for that Lando, since this is our switch into it. Toxic, take care of the bulk on his team. He doesn't really have a Cleric. Special defense allows us to take 2 Dark Pulses from a Houndoom, which is excellent, provided that he doesn't have that Sun boost if he's bringing Sun on the team with his Ninetales. Ninetales is a little scary for our team this week, but if he brings it, it really opens up some of the things for the rest of our team. The rest on Suicune, obviously, so we can outlast his Melodic, but we also have Heal Bell on Altaria, so we're able to rest up, switch out, and get the Heal Bell up. So that's awesome. Next, we're going to be bringing, for the first time, Hunk, our Buzzwole. And the Buzzwole this week, Choice Scarf, the aforementioned Sticky Webs. This is going to cancel out our speed drop. Even though it's not the fastest thing in the world, it still outspeeds a lot of our opponent's team. So, we're rocking the Adamant Nature with the Beast Boost. 64 in HP, 252 in attack, and 192 in speed. That gives us just the essential speed with the Scarf to outspeed the things. Superpower, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, and Earthquake. This just wrecks the majority of his team. There's a few things it could bring in that could eat up these hits, namely Hitmonchan, but just about everything else is just going to get destroyed in the face by a Adamant Superpower. Outside of Landorus Therian, switching in with the Intimidate. Some things we needed to work on. Hitmonchan and Kecleon were starting to get scary about this team. And Buzzwole is pretty much the answer to that. It can take 2 hits from either of them, and it hits back really hard. Like I said, Superpower just walks through this team. 50% is almost everything on his team, unless he gets the Intimidate up. This one outspeeds Mega Houndoom. After the Scarf, that is what our speed is ev to do. And like I said, it just hits everything really hard. Next, we are going to be bringing in Miltank, the Heifer. Yes, that is how you spell Heifer. Look it up. So, Miltank, going to be rocking that Milk Drink, Earthquake, Stealth Rock, Body Slam. Rocks good against his team all around, and that residual damage, because we are going to be forcing lots of switches on his team with the bulk we have brought this week. Hit points. Our investment is going to be 248, 4 in attack, 4 in defense, and 252 in special defense. Special defensive Miltank takes hits for days from just about everything on his team that isn't named physically offensive Landers Therian. We don't want to be taking super duper close combats or drain punches from Hitmonchan, but just about everything else on this team this laughs in the face of from attacks. So we maximized our special defense. We have thick fat, so we can take flamethrowers for days. Dark pulses, I think three in the sun kill us, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember the exact calc on that. This is a pretty standard set. I understand that. We got the leftovers. This stops Houndoom and Ninetales unless it starts nasty plotting in our face with either of them. Rocks are cool against a lot of his team, so if we get him up, that's great. Plus, it gives Hitmonchan a necessity to come in and spin if he brings it, which gives us a free switch into anything. Milk Drink is super important, so we need to keep this thing as healthy as possible, because like I said, it's our switch into every special attack on our opponent's team, every single one. Can be 2-shot from a Fire Blast, Dark Pulse in the sun, so that's something we need to be careful of, but he may not be bringing Fire Blast with the thought of the miss. He may be bringing Flamethrower, which gives us the option to switch in. But it's pretty amazing in just about everything else. So that is the team we brought this week against Willie, and I don't think we mentioned the team name before, and I don't have it sitting in front of me. There it is, the Washington Weaviles, which is our week 2 opponent. So we're looking to bring a winning streak back to the Pittsburgh Piratas, which we haven't had for an entire season, as sad as that is to say. But looking strong against this team. I really like the team we brought. I really like the work the front office put into getting this team together. And so, again, big shout out to my man Bill Standish and Trogdor for the work they've been putting in this season. We're really starting to click as a front office, and they're helping me immensely with what I've been doing with these teams. So big shout out to them. The success we've had this season already is due to the diligence they've put in team building each week. So can't thank those guys enough. But anyways, guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you think about the team we built versus the team we've got. Did we overlook anything? And let me know what you think. This is OldManTup, and we will catch you on the flip side, guys. Peace.